out there, Pete?
I wasn't there.
Okay.
So far.
Okay, so you can hear him through the mask, but once we turn the air on and he puts his mouthpiece in, he's going to sound and look a lot different. Okay, why don't you walk on up? So you can hear him breathing. So as we're walking, as we're crawling into the room, he's going to be on his hands and knees coming for you. And we don't want you to be afraid. We want you to just reach out to him, yell, help, help, and he's going to come and get you, and he's going to pull you out of there. Right? So you can still hear him to some degree, and the big thing is just the breathing. So take some big breaths. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of Firefighter Pete, and he'll be coming for you, and we'll get you out of there so you can get back with Mom and Dad outside. So he's your friend. He's your friend. So that's it for this station. Hopefully you learned some things, and we're going to be moving on now to our next station here momentarily. Thank you and have a good day. Thanks, Pete.
Good. Hi everybody, my name is Justin Woodruff. I'm a lieutenant here with Snyder Fire Department. I'm going to talk to you today about forcible entry. Now when we're called to any kind of emergency, we obviously need to gain access to the home or the business or wherever we're called to help people. All right, a lot of cases, we have either the homeowner, a witness, a family member, business owner, employee to let us in by conventional means. Sometimes we have to find other ways to go in. Now, depending on the emergency and how much time we might have or might not have, we certainly try to find every access point that we can before we start breaking our way in. This might include an open door, unlocked door, an unlocked window, possibly around back or on the side of residence. In some cases, especially for businesses, they have what we call a Knox box. Now, at the Knox box has all the keys to access the rooms and the building itself for a commercial structure. Those keys we then have at the fire hall locked in our truck, so we need special permission to access from fire control. All right, this allows us to, again, quickly gain entry to a building to address any problem they might have, be it an audible alarm or a person in distress. Okay. If those aren't available to us, we have a lot of tools at our disposal to find our way in. We have a lot of tools here to help us train for that, including what we call through the lock to my left here, which allows us to go through the normal locking mechanism in a maybe unconventional way to gain access, and then we can actually relock the door after we leave if we find there to be no problem or after we address the problem. If that doesn't happen, we've got, okay, you're going. We have our simulator behind us to practice our conventional forcible entry. Now, before I get into that, I'm going to show you a couple of tools that we use. All right. First one is our flathead axe, which I'm sure a lot of boys and girls out there are familiar with. Okay, allows us a nice, strong striking surface, kind of like a hammer that we use in conjunction with our Halligan bar. Okay, now this is a very unique tool for the fire service, and it has a lot of different uses. Okay, on the one end, we have what we call our forks end. Okay, might be used to pry or otherwise get through or get around a door or a window. On this side, we have what we call our pike end here, as well as our adze end here, which depending on the type of door or type of use that we're using it for, we're going to use in a different way. So I have two assistants to help me, and we're going to show you how we would go through a door if we needed to. Now you see that in all of our cases, anytime we're on emergency, we have our PPE on. You know, we had firefighter Chris and firefighter Pete take us through what it entails to have ourselves protected, whether it be from a fire or anything else. Okay, so we have firefighter Dan with the axe, firefighter Matt with our Halligan, and they're going to force our way through this door. All right, pretty cool, right? So it's nice that we have these kind of tools available to us to practice these things, so when an emergency happens and time and seconds count, we can get in there quickly and efficiently. All right, anything else? Good? Cool. Cut. Search, right?
Yes. Give me 30 seconds. I want to Woody, can we reset the door? Just something to hold it. Well, here. I don't need anything crazy. Actually, that's fine. Pete, what do you want? Careful on this head. Yes, sir. Which one? That one? Yeah, we'll take a look at it afterwards. It's fine for now. Just watch that head, buddy. All right, let me know when we want to get started on this. I'm all set. So. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us for our virtual open house this year. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we've had to adjust things a little bit, but we still wanted to give you guys the best possible experience of learning a little bit about what we do and how we do it as safely as we possibly can. So one of the things that we do that goes in perfect coordination with what Lieutenant Woodruff showed you guys was after we have to force that door and we have to get inside your house, the business, whatever it may be, we have to go and we have to search. Now, when we go in to do our search, we do that both to look to see if we can find out where the fire is. We go to look to see if there's anybody still inside, whether there's any pets inside. Much like what firefighter Shalino told you guys earlier about leaving your pets inside, this is where we'll go in to try to save them. The most important thing is for you to get yourself out safely, because that's when we'll come in and we'll do whatever we can to try to both find the fire to get the fire put out, to find any people still left inside, any of your pets left inside, because we want to make sure everybody can go home as safe as possible. And thankfully, with the gear that we have, we're much safer inside of that dangerous environment than you would be without any of that gear with us. So with me today, I've got firefighters Pete and Mark. If you guys could both come on over. Now, with these two, on top of what you guys saw with firefighter Pete before, on top of the air pack and all the gear they have the two tools. They have the Halligan that we use to help us force the door, and they also have the flathead axe that we also had to use to force the door. They're two of our most common tools that we use more than almost any other that help us with a multitude of different things, but we always take them with us whenever we go inside, just in case, who knows what. If we have to force and open up another door, if we need to use it for any other purpose, we already have that tool with us and we don't have to head back outside to go and get it. Now, what firefighters Pete and Mark are going to do is they're going to line up next to the door and they're going to get ready to head on in. So when it's time to start our search, they're going to make sure their air packs are on. They're going to connect their face pieces. Remember to go slow. All right. Thankfully, the door was already forced last time by our two great helpers before. Now, firefighter Pete is opening the door, and as he does it, he's looking around to make sure there's nothing in there that's immediately going to get in his way. They're going to work their way through nice and slowly and as safely as they can. They're going to follow along the wall to make sure they don't lose their bearing at all as they go through. They're going to try to stay as close to each other as they can and keep an eye on where things are, communicate to each other if they find anything, and try to spread out and search as much of that area as possible while staying nice and low so they stay out of that really hot and dirty smoke above them. Obviously, we're going to try our best to not break anything as we go. We're going to try to do what we can to find anybody possibly in there. They're going to check under the bed and around and behind things. As they go, they're going to try to stay in communication with both each other and with the people that are outside, so that if the guys outside can help them out at all, they can and they will. But as they move, they're going to get ready and they're going to work in tandem to slowly and safely get the person from inside in that dangerous environment right on out to where it's much safer. As you can see, they're working as a team. They're moving slow as they go, working their way safely and smoothly right back out that door. Now, as you saw with firefighter Pete, he immediately used his radio both when he was inside and when he came back outside, just in case that commanding officer is not right there to see. So he knows and always has the update about what's going on while we're on the fire ground. While they are doing their search, this is all simultaneously happening while our attack line is getting set up to get water inside to go and put water right on that fire. You guys can take your masks off. Thank you very much for helping out. These are all things that happen quickly and at the same time, so we don't lose any time while we're doing one step versus another. We try to do the different steps at the same time, so if our search team can find where that fire is, the attack line knows exactly where to go to get that water on that fire to try to put it out as safely and as smoothly as possible to help everybody that's involved in the situation. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today, and I want to thank you all thank everybody for donating to our food drive that we're hosting just out to the back of our firehouse. We're going to be doing that until 6 p.m. tonight. Thank you all once again, and go Bills.
Dave, you're gonna have to help me out because I want to show this. Hello again, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lieutenant Justin Woodruff here to talk about another tool that we have that's going to go along with the demonstration that Lieutenant Binda and a couple of our firefighters did for you regarding search. So what I have in my hand here is a very special tool. We call it our thermal imaging camera. Now, it looks very similar to a camera that a lot of you might have at home. You know, we take a lot of pictures for social media and family memories and everything like that. So this is just a very similar camera for us, but with a very specific use. What it does is this lens here actually picks up the heat that comes off of our bodies, might come off, or a fire or anything else that might be a problem. So what we do is we have several of these on all of our trucks, so we have ample opportunity for multiple firefighters to use these. We might use them to locate and find the fire quickly and efficiently, especially in a dark, smoky environment. You know, we took our lights down a little bit here. In the last station, we showed a search, and we had the advantage where we could actually see a lot of what we were doing. Most cases, especially during a fire, with the smoke and the conditions that we encounter, we can't do that. So we rely on our camera here to find where that heat is coming from, which is likely either a fire, possibly a victim, or a person that wasn't able to find their way out, or in an extreme situation, sometimes other firemen. Okay, so I have a partner down the hall there with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point this at him and show you what we would see. Okay. All right, so on this screen, we see right there in the middle, firefighter Orlowski is there waving to us, and we can see that he is the warmest thing in the view there. Okay, now I'll just move this away real quick and show you. Nope. And show you, like, this is what we might be seeing. It's very hard, not as easy to see him down there, and it might take us longer to find him. So we take our camera and put that on him, and we can go right to him and find him very quickly. Again, we might also use this for locating a fire, so that instead of wasting a lot of time where the fire is now progressing, we can locate that quickly and put it out, and then eliminate the hazard. All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you at the next station.
Good afternoon. My name is Brent Hudson. I'm the second assistant chief here at Snyder Fire. The room that you're in now is our fitness room. One of the great benefits of being a member here is the use of this room. The district and the company has seen how important firefighter fitness is in our profession, and understand the value of providing this type of equipment for us. One of the other things that is provided every Saturday and Tuesday is a personal trainer. We have a trainer who comes in who is knowledgeable and very well versed on functional fitness. So it's not just a bunch of cardio stuff. It's not just a bunch of weight stuff. It's actual functional fitness. A lot of pulls, a lot of dragging, a lot of lifts and carries, all the type of things that we would do as firefighters on the fire ground or whatever else we're doing. As I said, we have every Tuesday evening and every Saturday morning, we have a supervised workout that's provided by the district. We're very appreciative to that. One of the challenges that we have as firefighters is the #1 killer of firefighters in this country is heart disease, heart attack. Fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of that can be prevented, and that's what we try to do here. We're always looking for new members. If you're interested in joining us, there'll be a lot of information on this. Go to our website, take a look, and come and see us. Thank you for joining us today.